Greetings gamers! Welcome to part number 66 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 10, Radiant Dawn. Alright, so I don't know that I'm going to hit any of these guys. Would be nice if I did. Yeah, a good old miss. It's a decent amount of experience points, but you have to consider that Micaiah is using... She is literally using Paragon, so it's not actually that great. Alright, so where is that silence? It was you. Okay. So I don't think it's possible to silence him at all. Yeah, I don't have the... restore there. And then I'm going to move here. I shall attack you. So the most important unit that you want to get to max level if you can, especially during this part, is Ike, particularly. You at least want Ike to get maximum speed. And he's 4 off from doing that, which is kind of saddening a little bit, to say the least. Alright, so I'm going to Golger for all 3 of you, and then I'm going to move this party up. You can stay here for the time being. All of these guys need to get onto a tile here, a Wardwood tile particularly. This is perfect. Perfect little positioning here. Alright, so there's enemies back here I'm still dealing with. Man, I kind of want to attack with Sanaki. I really hope these two decide to go in a... Well, I say that, but then there's also this Brave Axe here. I don't necessarily want him to attack Naysala twice, so I think I'm going to have to KO him. Alright. Can I do that with a combination of these two? Perfect. Awesome. Dropping a giant meteor upon the enemy. Decent level up. Not exactly great, but decent. I'm going to take you, drop you. Micaiah can go and try to put someone to sleep again. I think that would not be a bad idea. Alright, cool. I should have been using the sleep and silence since the start of this chapter. Not necessarily that she needs the staff rank at all, but that it would have just been a good idea in general. Alright. You can stay up there. I don't really want this guy to go fight Ina, so I'm gonna have to move. Tibarn is kind of locked here for the time being. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to use him later. It'll be fine. Ooh. That is curious. So, if you're on Wardwood, you are cured from that? That's kind of interesting. Oh, no, it's because he has the sleep staff equipped. That's dumb. Bathe in my radiance. Wow, he actually silenced a good portion of my team. Man, that's incredible. Oh gosh, that's such a shame. He actually silenced a good portion of my team. Oh, I'm gonna have to take him out. How did Stefan dodge there? Oh, he silenced, and that overwrote sleep. That's so funny. Nice. The game literally shot itself in the foot. 7 damage. That's actually pathetic. Nasala just keep on attacking this guy. Eventually, I think Nasala is going to be doing this the entire chapter. Sounds super boring, but the fact of the matter is it's basically the best thing that Nasala can do at this time for... Alright, resolve. For experience points. On his strike rank, that is. Alright, so this is sad, though, because a lot of my units need to be restored now. Alright. I think I'm just going to take you out. And of course, Ina and Kurthnaga are going to continue attacking this guy. Because he's in resolve, he should actually attack twice here. And he dodges, nice. So resolve is one of the only ways that you can make Kurthnaga and Ina at this point competently viable offensive units, because Ina with maximum speed under resolve still only has 39 speed, which is a lot, but most units in this game have way more than that, so it's actually not really that much in the grand scheme of things. I can't use magic on any of my particular units, which is not great. I'll put you there. I need to restore several units, too. Alright, well, it's time to move my units. Get attacked. It would have been nice, Titania, if you were actually doing enough damage to one-shot. Kind of incredible that she didn't there. But who am I to necessarily complain when what she did anyhow was literally just counter KO another unit? That's kind of impressive. And the reason why I say it's impressive is just because of the fact that I'm by and large amazed at the fact that she has counter KO'd twice, and I have never seen her even do that once. So I'm pretty impressed, all things considered. Silver knife. Oh, I should have used the Preshkots. Then again, he got adept, so it's okay. I think I can reach you from... Well, I think I can reach you from here and then move back, right? That's only 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should definitely be able to do that. Nice cancel. That is perfect. Now all 4 of you may move yet again. And yes, Mist has my Fortify. I might be using that this turn, actually. I don't want to get too close to Lekain. I think I'm going to KO him next turn. But you do have to be very careful about how close you get, so I'm not going to do that right now. And you are gone. Perfect. Yeah, so one of the big reasons why you want to defeat Lekain as quickly as possible is for obvious reasons. It's the fact that he's going to continuously attack your characters, your whole party, in fact, with a map hitting silence, and that's just not great, to say the least. Alright, so staff restore you. Hilariously, Gulger is not considered magic in this game, so Physic, who am I going to heal up? Titania kind of needs it most. Yeah, he's just going to keep hitting you with a map imposing silence, and you don't necessarily want that. I specifically do not want that. I think I'm going to end turn here and just hold defenses. Yes, considering also that my units are... And he's teleporting. Very interesting decision there. Considering that my units are on Wardwood, you would think that he wouldn't hit with silence, but the fact of the matter is that it's not just about your resistance. In this game, if you have more resistance than the magic of the status staff wielding unit, you have at minimum a 30% chance to... They have a minimum of 30% chance to hit you. Yeah, that's not exactly good, him being hit by Thoron. Incredible amount of damage there. Alright. Shinan, go ahead and show him why that was a mistake. A grave mistake. After all, you are even more powerful than Ike at this current moment. Nice dodge. I cannot believe Har took that much damage. I mean, of course he took that much damage from a Thoron, but I just can't believe he actually got hit. Perfect. Another level up for Marksman Shinan. He needs speed. Yep, and you will continuously get reinforcements in this chapter. Boone restoring Kanagus, though he doesn't actually need it. I think Har might be my... No. I don't know who would be my best bet to fight him right now because he's on that cover. He has 30 defense. So... maybe Shinan? Maybe. I'm going to bring both of them. Just in case. Okay, so I still need to restore these units also. Silence and sleep. This is kind of getting annoying, how many times I'm being silenced here. Especially with my units that really could stand to not be silenced. Restore. With this restore, I'll be able to use Tormod to heal. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, of course, I'm going to move you 3. And then back up you go. Double bow. Yeah, I'm literally KOing him right now. Perfect. This can't be. I was chosen. Chosen to be defeated. Thank you for the Rexora. Don't need it now, but I will appreciate it later. Ah, come on, Micaiah, are you serious? Well, now she can KO, which will be nice. Goodbye, old order. Yeah, she's not getting the greatest of levels right now, but I'm half tempted to say that I don't really expect her to. Equip the Floret. And I think I'm going to yet again wait here. Nobody else needs to be restored, I don't think. No. But I could physic. Alright. Arc Thunder, Arc Thunder, Arc Thunder, Bolting. Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to deal with those. That's a pretty fair amount of damage that he would be taking there. I think... in the case of it, though, I think I'm going to just move them up for a moment because I would like to continue this chapter as fast as possible, not as slow as possible. That is the end of my turn. I should actually be able to route this chapter not too far from now. Hopefully. Nice dodge. He definitely needed that. Yep, Kanagas has Provoke. Not the greatest of ideas against magic-wielding units, especially because he only has 20 resistance, but he is usually strong enough that he's not going to seriously worry about such a thing. Perfect. Mist is taking out yet another, showing that she is a fantastic unit offensively, as well as the fact that she has a wonderful mastery in Soul, and then Adept is just fantastic. Some of the combinations of skills in this game are pretty darn good, pretty darn busted even. Yeah, Mist, I'm not necessarily wanting you to get all of the experience points. Save some for the rest of the guys. Yep, of course he is being healed. His total amount, actually. Isn't that a bit of a shame? Perfect. I'll keep him right there on the wood. Micaiah needs to heal up Naysala, because Naysala is getting hit pretty hard. Yeah, that guy has an 18 critical. Not great. Alright. So besides this little bit of a grinding session that I'm doing with Kurth Naga, which I'm not really doing, if I could end this chapter in the next couple of turns, I definitely would. Even though it does mean that a unit particularly like Naysala isn't going to have his best. Or not Naysala, Kurthnaga. Naysala isn't either, actually, because he is still so very far away from double S rank and strike. He would probably have to do this for another like 30 or 40 turns, and that's not a joke. Which means that he's likely not going to have anything of the sort, and it's probably just for the best to throw my units up here as quickly as possible. Okay. Ike is not doing enough to KO, which is kind of interesting. Cymbeline. Proccing Flare is nice. And then I must restore you again. Physic. I'll heal up Kanagus. I think that's a viable answer there. And then, of course, I'm going to Gulger with all 4 of these units, which is going to mean that I'm going to be one step closer to finishing this chapter, especially because, well, I mean, it's not that far away, being honest. I am not going to particularly attempt to allow this chapter to go on as much as possible for the quote-unquote grinding. It just means that certain of my units are not going to be all that great, and I'm kind of okay with that. And the reason why I say this is because units like Sanaki, Kurthnaga, Ina, they're liabilities to use in combat, though I am very well aware that both Ina and Kurthnaga have great attributes to them, like their tides. It is something to take into consideration. Vague Kati. Nice. Cancel and critical. Perfect. Let's use Bolganone. I love the eruption of Bolganone. I've always thought it was cool. And another level up for Tormod. Level 15. Fantastic. He does need the magic, so I'm not going to be at all upset about that. Hetzel, goodbye.
Wait, please. I never wanted to fight. I'm only here because I was ordered.
Then surrender your weapon.
I cannot do that. I would fall into disgrace with Vice Minister Lekain.
Disgrace or not, I need this chapter to end. So goodbye. Yeah, he's at maximum defense, but I mean, come on, Ike, you still have quite a bit to go for your maximum speed. There are times where I would say that the Floret being magical would be better, but this is one of those times where it's not necessarily the best. And attack you, get you out of the way. Perfect. One of the reasons why the Amidia is so busted is because it gives Alencia more chances to proc things like stun. Perfect. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Shinon might be one-shotting you here. Yes, he is. I'm not necessarily of the understanding as to why you would attack Shinon over Har. Now, this is kind of funny. Yeah, I was going to say, even with a critical, he's doing a whopping nothing. She's getting nothing from it too, so, I mean, it's not really that big a deal. Kanagas is going to go up and deal with the rest of the units up to the right. Though he doesn't have 1-2 range, and that's going to become very, very clearly evident as to why I don't typically use the Legus. Now, when it comes to Kanagas, Tibarn, and Nesala, they are so incredibly strong, that it almost doesn't matter that they only have 1 range. This is true with Nyla too, and even Gifka. They all have great potential to do pretty massive damage to the final bosses in this game. And because they all have great potential to double and stuff like that, it really makes the game kind of like easy mode in this part. And there's some people who will gimp himself by not using any of the Legus Royals, because the Legus Royals are kind of like cheating. Shift. I'm going to attack and destroy you. Nesala needs the strike rank, and I have a great idea to get it. A very great idea. It is going to be a little bit of a grindy thing, but it is something that I think is worthwhile. Just considering where I am at in this game, and if I want Nesala to be good against the final bosses, he's going to need it. Alright. Nice. Very nice, Stefan. That was basically the only way he was getting all that, is if he, procced that wonderful and amazing Astra. Or a couple of crits and whatnot, so something of that sort. Alright, Cymbeline is doing literally nothing there. Which is okay. I'm still making some pretty good progress. Sanaki and Micaiah, I don't foresee them being max level by the end of this end game, just because of their position at this current moment. There might even be an instance where I just decide I'm just going to fully bench Sanaki, because it's almost one of those things where it becomes a moot point to have her. She's not going to do that much damage. She's not going to heal anybody. So, you know, at that point, what is the point? Irvin? Perfect. So my strategy for the Eagle-Eyed is that I am going to have Nesala sit up here, untransformed. What would be better for this, though, is... how in the world can I rescue a flying dragon? That is insanity. So I actually think I want to move Kurth Naga up, just because he would be a great help up there. So I'm going to attack you. His +5 defense he's going to give to Nesala would mean that Nesala has 15 defense there. He's going to need all the defense he can possibly get while sitting there, because of the fact that he has multiple units here. Well, I say that, but the problem is that these two have range. Ah, man. I'm not going to be able to put him there. I don't think they're going to hit, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Alright. Go ahead and attack, Ina. No damage, as per usual. Not really doing much. Yeah, so this is one of the longer chapters in this part. And hilariously, I'm just kind of breezing through it. Lekain is gone. Hetzel is gone. Most of the stationary enemies are entirely gone. You can breeze through these chapters if you truly want to, but that's only because by this point in the game, if you are smart, you have all the skills you could possibly want. You have tier 3 units, you have Legu's Royals, just everything culminating together to make a very good experience, in my humble opinion. Yeah, you weren't going to do much with that. Not at all. Alright, Kurthnaga, I need to move you up as far as possible. Which isn't far, as you can see. When he's transformed, he only has 5 movement. Revert. I would actually like to Bliss for him. And chest. The Matrona Staff. So, this is interesting. It's the double S-rank staff. Range 1 through 2, a staff that restores all HP to a distant target. It also raises the target's biorhythm to its peak. Weird, to say the least. It's not necessarily great. I almost want to say that a staff like that, it kind of makes no sense, in a way. Some might disagree because, you know, they're trying to take advantage of the fact that this game has said biorhythm, and you want to focus on that fact, but this is a very, very, very late game obtain. And not only is it a late game obtain, it is also something that it doesn't fully heal, like, status. So it's kind of cute, and that's pretty much all I'd put it as. It's a cute gimmick. I still use the Matrona, absolutely. Once I'm capable with any of my particular units, I will. Micaiah here, she has an A rank in light and an S rank in stage. She's most likely going to need some arm scrolls. Killer Axe. And I think this is fine for the most part. Again, like I said, I'm going to be ending my turn here, and there's going to be a lot left I have to do. Yeah, no damage. He is not going to KO any of these guys. However, he is going to be able to get his strike rank. Only thing I would say, though, in my humble opinion, is if you are planning on doing this with any of your units, giving them strike rank like this, it is actually probably for the best to put on Resolve. And the reason why I say this, and I wish I had done this, is because Naysala here, he needs to double. If he's doubling, that means he's getting 2 points towards his strike rank each. And to be honest with you, what I'm going to be doing is allowing this chapter to move forward without necessarily showing the gameplay of it. So I'm going to do as many turns as possible until he gets a double S rank and strike. Grindy, yes, I know. But his wonderful... Alright, all these bishops down here. That's hilarious. His wonderful strike rank increases by 5 might and quite a bit of hit. And he's going to need all that for particular bosses coming up that are mighty. And buddy, do I mean mighty. hilarious that all of my units are now being healed from the silence that Lekain used, but he basically used it, what was that, turn 3 or something like that? And I haven't played this map that many turns, all in all. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to equip the hand axe. But yeah, so he's still got a little bit ways to go. I'm going to heal you up. I'm going to attack you. Perfect. What I'm going to be doing is positioning Tibarn and Gifka, or Tibarn and Kanagas, to go up there and KO those units, as well as Ike and all of my stronger units, as fast as possible, because they're going to need to clear them out in order to end whatever turn I'm on. And that's pretty much it. Naysala is going to have to survive as best as possible. I'm going to bliss him so that he'll have as much avoid as possible. And he has 100 avoid untransformed. So some of the guys have a pretty reasonable chance of hitting him. I think he can survive 2. He can't survive necessarily 3. However, with that being said, this is going to be the end of my episode. As I have much to do left over, I'm going to cut the episode off and see ya again when I am right at ending the chapter. So it's going to be a couple of turns passed by. I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe depending on your platform. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.